Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Texmaco Rail and Engineering Limited conference call hosted by ICICI Securities. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Amit Gupta from ICICI Securities. Thank you and over to you, sir.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of ICICI Securities, we welcome you all to the Q2 FY26 earnings call of Texmaco Rail and Engineering Limited. Today we have with us from the management, Mr. Indrajit Mukherjee, Executive Director and Vice Chairman, Mr. Sudipta Mukherjee, Managing Director, and Mr. Kishore Kumar Rajgaria, Chief Financial Officer. Without much delay, I will now hand over the call to the management for opening remarks, which will be followed by an interactive Q&A. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Amit. Welcome and good morning. This is Indrajit Mukherjee, Executive Director and Vice Chairman of Texmaco Rail and Engineering Limited. I would like to warmly welcome you all to the earnings discussion for the second quarter and first half of the financial year 2026. The financial results and presentations have already been filed with the stock exchanges and you all must have taken a look at the same. For the quarter, company reported a revenue from operations of 1,258 crore with an EBITDA of 132 crores, reflecting a margin of 10.5%, which shows a very gradual increase, and profit after tax of 64 crores at a margin of 5%, which is also an improvement. For the first half of the financial year, revenue from operations totaled at rupees 2,169 crore and EBITDA reached 211 crores and PAT was at 93 crores. Texmaco delivered 2,334 freight cars during quarter 2 of FY26, showing an increase of 28.6% compared to 1,815 units in Q1. The foundry division achieved sales of 8,413 metric tons for the quarter. The performance of H1 FY26 was partially impacted by two main factors. Firstly, the short supply of wagon wheel sets, which affected both Q1 FY26 and at the start of Q2 led to delays early in the quarter. The supply issue now has been resolved and we expect production to return to stable levels in the coming months to come. Secondly, the foundry division was impacted by US tariffs on exports, which led to decline in export sales during the quarter. You would be happy to know that we are taking necessary actions to circumvent any such external factors for the future. As of 30th September 2025, the order book was valued at rupees 6,367 crore, providing a strong visibility for execution in the coming quarters. The order book includes both new and ongoing projects across freight mobility, traction system, and rail infrastructure. During the quarter, companies secured several key contracts which have contributed to this order book and reflect ongoing demand for Texmaco's products and services. These projects cover a range of offerings including freight wagons, rail and non-rail electrical infrastructure, ensuring continued business flow and stability in the near term. A significant milestone achieved during the quarter was the successful completion of the amalgamation of Texmaco West Rail Limited with Texmaco Rail and Engineering Limited. This merger consolidates and brings the best of the desired synergy in our operations, engineering, production, and project delivery functions and streamlines execution across the business. The integration enhances our efficiency and positions for improved operational coordination as we move forward. In addition, in line with the MOU announced in the previous quarter, we entered into a joint venture agreement with Rail Vikas Nigam Limited, RVNL. This strategic partnership focuses on rolling stock manufacturing, rail infrastructure projects, and expanding our presence in international markets. By combining Texmaco's manufacturing expertise with RVNL's project execution capabilities, the joint venture establishes a strong foundation for sustained growth and allows us to pursue larger scale opportunities in the rail sector. Further, Texmaco has also signed an MOU with Horman Vehicle Engineering Jamba as a partner of our Global Capability Center Association to offer world-class passenger mobility designing services, including locomotives. The collaboration has potentials for third-party design and manufacturing support where German engineering excellence meets Texmaco's manufacturing expertise. It marks a significant step towards delivering sustainable, advanced rolling stock solutions for both the Indian and global markets, further enhancing our product development and manufacturing capabilities. The sector continues to benefit from significant public investment. Indian Railways have recorded its highest ever first half capital expenditure of over 1.42 trillion rupees, with a strong emphasis on electrification, multi-tracking, and safety systems. A key part of this investment is the adoption of the 2x25 kV overhead electrification system by Indian Railways. This system is expected to improve network efficiencies, enable higher speeds, and increase freight capacity. These investments are expected to drive demand all across for Texmaco's products and services, particularly in traction systems and rolling stock. As Indian Railways strengthens its position as a more sustainable and energy-efficient transport option than road transport, it is set to play a key role in country's green transformation. This shift creates substantial growth potential for Texmaco. The company expects stronger traction in the rail and infrastructure division as we intensify our bidding activity, supported by a favorable policy environment and increasing project visibility. Looking ahead, Texmaco is focused on executing its growth strategy through an integrated operational base, expanding partnerships, and a very clear roadmap. The company is committed to increasing its market presence both in India and also in international markets, while driving long-term growth through strategic partnerships, continuous innovation, improved efficiency, and optimum utilization of resources. At this point, I would like to thank all of you for your patient hearing. We are here with our Managing Director, Mr. Sudipto Mukherjee, and also our Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Kishore Kumar Rajgaria. We now open the floor for questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question comes from the line of Rajesh Bhandari from Nakoda Engineers. Please go ahead. Mr. Rajesh Bhandari, you may go ahead with your question. Mr. Rajesh, are you on the line?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Please
you.
go ahead.
Yeah. Sir, good morning, sir, and congratulations for better results this quarter. सर मेरे को मेनली एक चीज पूछना था, जैसे अपने पास में भी जॉइंट वेंचर है विद RVNL, वी हैव ए जॉइंट वेंचर विद जर्मन कंपनी ऑल्सो, रेलवे इतना एक्सपांड कर रहा है, जिंदल का भी अपन ने बिजनेस लिया है, तो सर अगले 1 से 2 साल में what kind of expansion in the turnover we can expect?
नमस्कार राजेश जी।
हाँ सर, नमस्कार।
फेस्टिव सीजन के बाद हम लोग मिल रहे हैं, तो आपको सब इन्वेस्टर को दिवाली के शुभकामना बधाई।
आपको भी सर शुभकामनाएं दिवाली की।
या सो आई मीन आप 1 साल बोले हैं, तो हम लोग एक्चुअली
1 से 2 साल सर, 1 से 2 साल।
तो हमारा ग्रोथ पाथ में ऐसा तो है कि हम लोग टॉप लाइन एंड बॉटम लाइन सबको मल्टीप्लाई करें। एंड
हाँ सर,
टेक्समैको में अभी हम लोगों का माने एक मिनिमम 3 साल, एक 5 साल, ऐसे हम लोग अपना 5-10 साल ऐसे करके मिड टर्म एंड लॉन्ग टर्म स्ट्रेटेजी अपनाए हैं।
जी सर।
हम लोग जो अभी बिजनेस कर रहे हैं उसमें हम लोगों का उम्मीद है कि कोर बिजनेस में हम लोग ग्रो करें एंड अपना डोमिनेंस बनाए एंड ग्लोबली एक एफिशिएंट एंड सॉट आफ्टर कंपनी बनी। एंड इसको छूते हुए भी हम लोग रेलवे रिलेटेड कुछ डाइवर्सिफिकेशन, जो मान लीजिए पैसेंजर मोबिलिटी के ओर है, लोकोमोटिव के ओर है, एंड ये रेलवे छोड़ते हुए भी हम लोग कोई और बिजनेस लाइन में भी काम कर रहे हैं, जैसे एंड वो सब स्ट्रेटेजी के अंदर है, जैसे डिफेंस सेक्टर हो गए, रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी हो गए। तो ये सारे में आपका कंपनी बहुत इफेक्टिवली काम कर रही है एंड हम लोग कि ओवरऑल सब मिला के ये सारे फ्रैक्टिफाई हम लोग करेंगे एंड टॉप लाइन में भी हम लोग मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे अपना लास्ट टर्नओवर से, एंड बॉटम लाइन में डेफिनेटली आने वाले दिन में आपको कॉन्टिन्यूअस गुड इम्प्रूवमेंट मिलेंगे जो मिड-टीन से ऊपर हो।
जी सर, दूसरा एक था, अपन ने 650 करोड़ में जिंदल का जो बिजनेस लिया, उसके रिलेटेड जो है अपने को कितने ऑर्डर्स मिले सर, और क्या एक्सपेक्टेड है नेक्स्ट 1 ईयर 2 ईयर्स?
देखिए हम लोग पिछले साल दोनों मिला के 11,000 करीबन वैगन बनाए थे एंड ये टेक्समैको के पार्ट है। तो हमारे टेक्समैको के आप देख 4 मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यूनिट हो गए और एक जो यूरोपियन जॉइंट वेंचर के साथ आ रहा है वो आ रहा है, ठीक है।
जी सर।
क्वांटिटी में देखे तो नियरली हम लोग 1,000 पर मंथ में पहुंच गए थे ऑलरेडी। तो वो हमारे लिए चैलेंज नहीं है, तो हम 15-16 हजार वैगन साल में बना सकते हैं। एंड इसका मार्केट का सपोर्ट हम लोग मान लीजिए डोमेस्टिक मार्केट हो गए जो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का ऑर्डर है, प्राइवेट सेक्टर हमको लगता है, हम लोगों को लगता है बहुत अच्छा ग्रो करेगा आने वाले दिन में फॉर स्पेशलाइज्ड, जिसमें टेक्समैको एक क्लियर एडवांटेज पोजीशन में है क्योंकि हमारा डिजाइन एंड एक्सपर्टाइज बहुत आगे है एंड मार्केट में भी हम लोग कंसिस्टेंटली अच्छा कर रहे हैं, अच्छा ट्रैक्शन मिल रहा है। तो ओवरऑल ये जिंदल आने से और बाकी ये सब करने से जो हमारा ब्रॉडर पिक्चर है, जो मैं पहले बोला कि कोर बिजनेस में हम लोगों को डोमिनेट है कि बड़े बनने, वन ऑफ द सॉर्ट आफ्टर कंपनी ऑफ द वर्ल्ड बनने हैं, तो हद तक डेफिनेटली हम लोगों को मदद मिला एंड जो हमारा फोकस है प्राइवेट एक्सपोर्ट, वो सब में भी हम लोगों को उसका फायदा मिल रहा है। जी
मतलब इट इज ए प्रॉफिटेबल थिंग।
Absolutely.
Yeah, because we have spent about 650 crores.
ये जिंदाल का जो आपका मुखर्जी, इंद्रजीत मुखर्जी बात कर रहे हैं।
हाँ सर, जी सर, नमस्ते सर। हाँ सर,
नमस्कार जी। ये जिंदाल का जो हम लोग हमारे साथ आया है, ये बहुत अच्छा इसका सिनर्जी मिला और बहुत अच्छा रिजल्ट मिलता है। बिकॉज जिंदाल का तो वो चीज है ना, एक इसका ये इट ऑल्सो मेक स्पेशलाइज्ड वैगन्स।
जी सर, जी सर।
फॉर हायर प्राइसिंग, हायर मार्जिन। It also has given us a strong presence on pan-India basis. या अभी कलकत्ता में इतना बड़ा प्रोडक्शन बेस है, अभी गुजरात में बेस किया। एंड मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंटली इसका सिनर्जी बहुत अच्छा आया है। तो हम लोग जैसे प्लान करके किया था, रिजल्ट उससे भी अच्छा मिल रहे हैं।
ओ, मतलब डिमांड है उनके प्रोडक्ट की?
डिमांड तो मार्केट के ऊपर है, लेकिन ऑपरेटिंग सिनर्जीज आर वेरी हाई।
जी 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 जी। मतलब अभी जैसे डिमांड है सर।
एक्विजिशन एक वार्ड में सक्सेसफुल एक्विजिशन है।
हाँ, ठीक है सर, ठीक है सर।
और एक चीज मैं ऐड करूंगा।
हाँ सर, हाँ सर, हाँ सर।
उसका आप देखोगे कि यहीं पे ये एंड नहीं होता है।
हाँ सर।
वेरी गुड स्ट्रेटेजिक प्लेस एज मिस्टर मुखर्जी हैज मेंशन कि गुजरात में है।
हाँ
तो
सर।
हमारे एक्सपेंशन के बहुत अपॉर्चुनिटी है उस वहाँ पे, क्योंकि द लैंड बैंक इज वेरी हाई एंड इट्स इंडस्ट्रियल लैंड एंड वेरी स्ट्रेटेजिकली लोकेटेड। तो फ्यूचर बिजनेस सिनर्जी में भी ये बहुत अच्छा रिटर्न।
जी जी सर, जी सर, जी सर। आई विश ऑल द बेस्ट सर। हाँ,
थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू सर,
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Balasubramaniam from Arihant Capital. Please go ahead.
Good morning, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Sir, on the wheel set side, how is the supply side right now, and what are the specific variable indicators of normalized supply from Indian Railways, and what is the current lead time for wheel sets? And how do you look at maybe in coming months for wheel set supply from Indian Railways or the industry perspective?
So it has improved significantly, and as of now there is no challenge we envisage in the supply of wheel sets in terms of the lead time. So it is a continuous process, and there is a allocation and dispatch from rail wheel factory every day to all the wagon manufacturers, depending upon the performance and some other criteria that which kind of rolling stock they are supplying to Indian Railways. So उस हिसाब से in the near future and in this quarter and the coming quarter, as of now there is no forecast of disruption. So we feel that the momentum will continue, and it will help in increasing the production and supply to Indian Railways.
Okay, sir. Sir, foundry division witnessed a volume dip in Q2 because of the US tariffs. And how do you look at margin profiles in foundry business? And like, is the growth in higher margin non-railway segments like auto mining, compared to the low growth areas? And also, we are targeting 3 to 5x kind of growth in exports over the next 2 to 3 years. Given this tariff impact, how do you look at on that export business, and which are the geographic we are focusing on that?
So foundry business has remained one of the most lucrative business for Texmaco. Although you have seen that in last couple of quarters. I mean, if you see last 2 years or so, we have unleashed the capability and capacity of foundry, and this is one of the I think the leading and largest sought after unit globally, and which is a pride, and it remains to be a pride. In 1 or 2 quarter deep due to global situation does not make us shaken, because our portfolio is too diversified. And definitely, if something suddenly happens, you get a hit, and because you remain on that production continuity. But if you see that our portfolio we supply to Indian Railway, yes, we supply significantly to US and for railways. And other than that, we have also started making, supplying to mining. And it is not only in US, it is in also other part of the world like Australia. So those things are growing, and you will be happy to know that we have added in our portfolio certain other bogies and couplers which are not of Indian Railway specification but more of other global standards, and Texmaco has gone into that league of having their own product. So where we don't need to depend on the global sources to supply those, while we supply rolling stocks to the world market. So you know that in India it is broad gauge, but there are some other gauges like Cape gauge, meter gauge, standard gauge. So those things we are getting into. We have also got into the locomotive coupler in India, and I'm happy to let you know that we have also gone into the passenger train coupler. So all of these added, and one of the very important business which is coming up for Texmaco is track renewal. I mean, you know, well-developed crossings, which are Indian Railway in its infrastructure mission to upgrade the railway track, has laid a huge significance and already demarcated money. And we are in approved developed source by Railway. And our supply has started last quarter, and we are significantly ramping up that. To come to the export orders, in which region we are in. So we are in Africa, we are in US, we are in Australia, and of course other than the domestic supply. And this temporary problem of US supply, we are very much actively working around it, and we are very much hopeful that in very shortly we will overcome this problem and we'll have a solution to get back to normalcy and make it better from there. So we are not worried at all on this score. And the margins remain very steady and healthy.
Okay, sir. Sir, I think earlier guidance around 35 to 40% kind of growth for freight car divisions. And what kind of mix we can expect on the railways and private side? And how does the demand is coming from private vehicles? Is there any shift we can expect in the near term? And is there any delay for tender pipelines?
So majority of the tender in the Indian Railway, if you have seen that previous old tender, there are some outstanding with manufacturers. So perhaps, the railway is weighing that when to come up with that. But so far whatever we know that it is expected to come at least within the last quarter of this financial year. We are having sufficient order to execute even towards the middle or towards the third quarter of the next year. So, and orders are continuously flowing, other than railway also from private and export, and we feel that we will able to see some very good momentum on both of those. And one thing I would also like to mention to you, you know that Texmaco also has a leasing joint venture, and which of course other than the manufacturing and supply, they go to the leasing thing. It becomes a very good team for catering to the private companies in the domestic market. So we have a big hope that this synergy is going to help us a lot. So in one sentence, we do not envisage any challenge to have good order book. But in terms of the growth we would like to define by efficiency, not in terms of only wagon number volume. I have indicated that we can manufacture given a situation of 16,000 wagons a year. So which is highest in the country and one of the highest in the world. So it's not going to be a challenge with the capability and versatility Texmaco has. We cater to all the specialized segments, and all the segments like cement, steel, if you see, that is growing from a range of 4 to 6% CAGR, and the economy is very buoyant in the country. So in near future, also beyond a year or two, we do not envisage any challenge. That gives us strength to solidify our core business and put us in a very unique position to unleash this requirement. In terms of the growth guidance, we feel that we will continue to grow significantly, as I have mentioned in my previous answer, in the top and bottom line multipliers.
Okay, sir. So our net debt is around 600 crore, and we also have a phased capex for foundry expansion and potential new initiatives. What is the anticipated peak net debt level over next 18 to 24 months kind of range? And this capex is primarily funded through internal accruals or debt?
So I would like to put it to Kishore for the specifics, but I would just like to put you on a theme that when a transformation journey is on and a growth journey is on, so specific figures and ratios sometimes may not take us to the right conclusion. But we are in a position of a transition for a high jump. So one should take it from that perspective. Just an emotional and theme I've just set in. I would request Kishore to answer this question.
Yes, considering the current businesses and foundry expansion, we would not be requiring much more debt. So it will be through the debt we already have and balance from net accrual. Yeah.
Okay, sir. So my last question is, what is the scope of work and initial opportunities pipeline for RVNL JV?
I didn't get you. Can you be a bit louder?
Sir, could you please quantify the initial opportunities pipeline scope of work with RVNL JV?
So we have already outlaid the scope that what we want to do with RVNL, and Mr. Mukherjee has mentioned it in his opening speech also. So I do not want to repeat it because there may be some other people who would like to answer. To give you a statement of this, that we are in a process of finalizing the SHA while we are also working on the opportunities parallelly. So there is something which is going to come which for a different market and different product portfolio, and on a complementary basis where Texmaco today is not there. And in one sentence, it will be a quantum growth opportunities in areas of railway infrastructure and rolling stocks, not necessarily wagons.
Yeah, I just want to supplement Sudipto, sir, by saying that we will be all hesitating to quantify. But as it has been said by Sudipto, it opens up a vast avenues for us to play in the rail segment. So the future opportunities are very good. So I think as our investor, I'm sure you will be happy to know that we have made such a path-breaking arrangement, path-breaking agreement together.
Got it, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Parvez Qazi from Nuvama Group. Please go ahead.
Hi. Good morning, and thanks for taking my question. So my question was regarding our wagon order book. In terms of number of wagons, what would be our wagon order book currently? And what are our thoughts about incremental new wagon tender, both from railways as well as private sector? Thank you.
Yeah, we are having current order book as on 1st October of about 6,500 wagons. and we are working on future opportunities, which Mr. Sudipto Mukherjee will explain.
So, good morning, Parvesh. Good to hear from you. I mean, in addition to what Kishore has mentioned in terms of the figures, I would like to say that to think of a 3 to 4 quarter order book should be decent in terms of the 3 quarters order book should be decent in terms of the present scenario. Because if you see that in the domestic environment also, whatever order book is coming today, I mean, everybody wants a faster delivery. So the lead time of placing the order has come down drastically over the years, except the long-term railway tender which we have seen 3 years ago. And in terms of the volume, we will be having enough orders to follow our guidance. That's what we feel, which was given earlier.
Sure.
And if you talk about the market share, I mean, our execution has significantly improved, and we are more than 30% today in the market, which is highest. And we believe that we will continue this momentum and would do better on this.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ishita Lodha from Swan Investments. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. So now that the short supply of wagon wheel sets are behind us, and now production levels have become stable, and we have capacity of about 15 to 16,000 wagons in a year, and we have order book of also 6,500 wagons right now, and we are also expecting more tenders. So can we expect to sell 6,000 wagons in H2?
Not at all. So because these contracts are not exactly deliverables within this timeline, and there will be some wagons which will be also delivered by mid of next year.
So how many wagons are you planning to sell in H2?
I cannot be specific because it cannot be said, but whatever you have seen in the last quarter, definitely no less than that, and we expect to better from there.
Okay, so was the production in October higher than September month because the wheel set supply has increased?
You don't go by month. You have
no, just a directional sense. Just a directional sense that the monthly production is higher.
It is on an upward graph.
Yeah, directional, you will see that first quarter to second quarter, there is an upward direction.
Yes.
That's the trend.
Okay.
But as you know, when you have a lower base, you have a higher percentage number. So when you have a higher base, the percentage number comes down. But we can assure you that our productions are going on the upswing. And as I think Sudipto has very nicely explained to another investors, that because of our efficiencies and because of our capacity, we are in a position to deliver quickly. So which is a tremendous unique selling proposition that we have. That beats the industry, that we can quickly deliver.
What kind of opportunity are we looking from the tenders that are expected to come in Q4?
That's a speculation then I have to do. Because I can tell you that as far as the sales to international market and private market is concerned, it requires lots of marketing efforts, which we are doing very, very strongly. And also we are looking at, and also I think sometime back we mentioned of our leasing arm, because many private customers are now don't want to put in their maybe capital investment, they want on leasing. So that's another route from where the wagons come to us. So we are doing lots of, in fact you would see that a percentage of private wagon as the percentage of the total wagon orders have been ramping up in our portfolio. So we are very strongly looking at that. We are very strongly looking at the export market. We have some export orders already, which is also path breaking. As far as the railway tender is concerned, we can only speculate. So I think it will not be fair to speculate on our behalf.
Fair enough. Last question, that in case of Jindal Rail, I heard that you mentioned that we have good synergy. So can you elaborate on this? What is the cost savings that we are getting from this, and how it is aiding our margins?
See, you have these synergies are in different ways. You have product synergy. So if you have some specialized wagons that to be made, then Jindal facilities very strongly can do that. There are also synergies of being a big buyer. You can negotiate with the vendors because you are a larger buyer for the bought out for whatever you buy as a components or as a spares. You also have the synergy of manpower because you can lot of work like the design and few other things can be done centralized, and that's why we formed the GCC, which is a global capability and design center. So we also the same establishment, the GCC in Delhi, also is a global supply center. So these are all the synergies, which are actually mostly copybook synergies. Every acquisition, you first look at what are the synergies. And I think all these synergies were available when we were considering buying Jindal. And now that we bought and we have spent a year and a half, we see that all these synergies are getting satisfied and working out. And that's why you would see that the numbers, the ratios are improving.
Okay. Thank you, sir. That was it.
Welcome.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Vishal Thakkar from Balaji Investments. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Thank you for taking my question. First, my question is all about order book. What I see is for this current quarter, you have given guidance of 6,300 crores of orders in hand, whereas it was 7,000 crores last quarter. So there is a reduction in total order book. And my second question is about the QIP allotment you have done last year to a lot of FIs and domestic investors. And when I see the shareholder list, I don't see any of these QIP people who have bought it are still holding the stocks. So why those people have sold it? What made them sell the stocks immediately after QIP? And my third question is about for last couple of quarters, we are seeing 1,000 to 1,200 crores of sales every quarter. So why don't we do something about increasing the sales? This quarter-wise, it has to grow substantially because last couple of quarters, this has been the scenario. So these are the three questions. I would be very happy if you can enlighten.
They are very intelligent questions. I think I will only answer the second one, and the first and third one will be very ably answered by our Managing Director, Sudipto Mukherjee. The second question was why the investors they have not stuck to us is an answer which we don't know. It's very difficult to say. Why an investor? Because various investors, as you know, you yourself is an investor. So you invest for various purposes. Some people invest for long-term gain. Some people invest for quick gains. So it's very difficult. Some people, of course, think that the company is not good. So if the third one is the reason, I can tell you that the future of the company is very strong. I have already mentioned to it why it is strong, because our 5-year plan, our tactical plan are for wagons, for adjacencies, bringing in USPs in wagon, efficiencies in wagon, designs in wagons, private and export market. So, and also we are also strongly playing in our in the EPC business. So the market is very stable for us. So answering the second question is that if investors feel that the future is wrong, I think I will like to disagree, as we see, because we are always constantly we are making our best efforts to stabilize the company so that it's very attractive for the investors. So if there are other reasons for the investors to not to remain with us, is a very difficult question for us to say why they go out, because their strategies I am not aware of. So I would like to hand over to Sudipto sir to respond to question number 1 and 3.
Okay, thank you. So I just wanted to do in a combined answer, because you see that last year we did a top line of around 5,100, which is a significant growth on a year basis. Now, in such a top line, our order book of 300-400 here and there, and which is a continuous, in nature, and still maintain the position of growth and moving towards an improved direction, should not be taken as a wrong indication. It is not a question of capability, it's a question of overall scenario of what is available in the market, and also our faster and quicker execution. So the gap between these, that how to make it better and how to get it, we are aware of this, and we are, you will definitely see the upward momentum, or rather I would say a balanced momentum in terms of our growth trajectory of execution as well as an order inflow. The second is that why we do not finish it quickly, because as I said that every contract has its own timeline of delivery. So wherever it is possible, definitely would like to prepone. Wherever it is not possible, so we cannot. Because it is a railway rolling stock, it has to line on an infrastructure. It is not like that I can dump it anywhere. So it has to be in line with that, and if we have picked up our production, definitely we have few indications where customers are keen to take early delivery, and that's why I said that whatever momentum you have or growth you have seen in the last quarter, we want to remain on that or do better from there. And it's a continuous process, and definitely if we have indicated that we are capable to do 15,000-16,000 wagons, as a company we are looking forward to newer markets, newer horizons, newer continents to fulfill that capability match.
Sir, did we answer your question, sir, or there's something else?
No, sir, I just want to ask you it. My last question was about, we are still stuck to that 1,200 crore of quarter turnover. So are we going to jump from here? When can we expect that any jump happening in this, getting out of this 1,200 crore per quarter turnover?
So this 1,200 crore per quarter is also, you see that it is one of the highest compared to, if you compare with few quarters, then it's on a growth trajectory. We definitely believe we can do better from here, in line with our growth.
We will have different product mix to do that.
So do you maintain the guidance for the next couple of quarters? We'll be able to at least match at least 1,200 we'll be having, or we'll never go below this?
Sir, we have always telling that we want to do better from here.
Okay. And what about
growth, sir? I mean, to be very frank, we see growth, but as I mentioned little while ago, when you have a high base, your growth percentage will not be very high. But it will be high. We will be growing. It depends a lot on the market.
No, one thing I would also like to add on your point is don't only look at the revenue or the top line, because we also equally want to focus on the bottom line. Not only in terms of, we do not only want to be number one and volume, but we want to be efficient company where our return is more, margins are high.
I think for you, we are trying to be the best performing company.
Yes.
Instead of the biggest company. But in the process, we will also be biggest, because today we are the biggest. We are the largest wagon producers with 31% market share. That's what Sudipto had just mentioned.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Last question about the debt.
You can anytime ask us questions, send us questions. We will be very happy to answer.
This is the last one. Are we expecting any return debt in, because I think there's around 800, 900 crores that we are sitting at now. Or net debt of around 600 crores.
It can grow. I mean, it is not as you have very rightly questioned, and the answer is there in your question. I mean, it is sometimes it can be more, sometimes it can be less. While we are constantly looking at the debt for efficient debt service, but at the same time, we are on a growth transition. So definitely the first answer of your question that yes, we may require.
See, operating way we are, our cash requirement is coming down because you would see that our receivables have come down if you look at the balance sheet. So our operating cash requirement is getting more and more tighter and better. Because the ratio, if you look at the ratios, all the ratios, quick ratios and inventory turnover, you will find out that we have improved from last quarter to this quarter. Now, as Mr. Sudipto sir has said, that sometimes you may require fund for expansion, growth, capital. So that is a secondary part. But operating, we are getting more and more efficient. And you can check from these numbers if you have any doubt. Most welcome to talk to Mr. Kishore Adgaria, or we have given an investor relations number. You can always send them messages, and all three of us will be very happy to respond.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Diya Jain from Sapphire Capital. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Thank you for taking my question. So the 6,000 crore order book that we have, what is the execution timeline for it?
It's a mix of the all businesses. So far, rolling stock is concerned, we feel that it can go maximum. Some of the residue may go up to the beginning of middle of next year. So far, the infrastructure contracts are there. It is, I think we have around 18-20 months execution timeline. So you can say it is 30-40% would be executed within this financial year of the infra part of it, which is around 40% of the over 6,000.
That will be executed by next year.
Yeah.
And also, sir, our Syra Asia, which does passenger coach interiors.
Yeah.
Where are we on that? Are we getting good profits from it?
Yeah. So when we took over, you know that it was not operating and it did not have any business. We could have around little less than 30 crore order in the last year after we took over. We are in a process of execution and well ahead of time. And we are happy to let you know that while we are serving Indian Railways and we are got some orders for Vande Bharat and other stuffs related to that for the domestic market. We are also being shortlisted for some by global majors for export, and we are hopeful that very soon we will be able to give you a good news of a long-term service out of India to those European markets.
Oh, that's great. And can we expect EBITDA margins in the higher teens for FY26 or still we're targeting lower teens?
We are not targeting definitely lower teens. Our continuous target is to improve on the bottom line and to take it to higher teens. Yes, Texmaco is not going to do any business in the way forward, or rather in other way. We are positively looking forward to certain growth businesses while we have a strong focus to improve our present core business, take it towards the mid-teen, and we are in process of adding few growth businesses which will take us beyond mid-teen. It will be on high teens in the coming quarters or coming years.
All right, sir. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Rajesh Bhandari from Nakoda Engineers. Please go ahead.
Sir, thank you sir for giving me once again the chance. सर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन था डेट रिलेटेड. उसी एक क्वेश्चन में 2-3 क्वेश्चन है कि जैसे वो डेट अपना जो है उसकी वजह से इंटरेस्ट अपना करीब करीब साल का 120 करोड़ हो जाता है. दूसरा जो QIP अपन ने लिया, QIP वाले निकल गए. आपने बताया कि आप लीज पे दे रहे हैं कुछ लोगों को. तो सर जिनको लीज पे दे रहे हैं उनको हम पार्टनर क्यों नहीं बना लेते हैं? प्लस अभी QIP की बजाय राइट्स इशू भी कर सकते हैं तो अपना फाइनेंस कॉस्ट भी कम हो जाएगा इन द प्रोसेस. इज दैट पॉसिबल?
Yeah, it is definitely possible. See, we move with a very clear financial strategy. So, currently we do not think that we should... See, you go for a QIP normally with certain very clear objective in mind.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
These are not just retiring the debt and diluting
Correct.
the holding.
Agree.
It goes with certain growth opportunities, certain improvement in profitability, etc. Particularly the EBITDA level, because at the EBITDA level only you look at your operating efficiency. That is before. So we obviously are scanning it. In fact, we have a 5 years rolling plan in place. So currently, we do not think the time is mature for going for another QIP. On the contrary, if you would see that we are keeping on improving our cash flow by tightening the operation. So QIP is the easiest way to take some money and pay the debt. But instead of that, our debt equity ratio is very healthy. So this is the reason why we are currently not going for any QIP. We definitely will try and look at the other ways of fundraising when we go for some strong growth or strong reasons come up. We don't think it is necessary. On the contrary, or I'm repeating, sir, that we are constantly looking at tightening our operations to squeeze out more money out of it.
sir.
Balance sheet में देखिए improvement है.
जी वो है. नहीं, मेरा कहने का था सर, आई डिड नॉट मीन QIP. जो लोगों को आप लीज में देंगे वैगन्स वगैरह, सर मेक देम योर पार्टनर, तो उनका लॉन्ग टर्म एक ये रहेगा.
सर एक बात है, लीज हमारे कंपनी में नहीं है. दिस इज नॉट पार्ट ऑफ आवर कंपनी. लीजिंग का एक डिफरेंट कंपनी है जिसमें हम लोग का एक जॉइंट वेंचर है विथ ए वेरी वेल नोन फ्रेंच कंपनी. ओके. जी. Going to that company's book, not in our company's book. But जब लीज में जब मिलता है कुछ, तो वो जो वो बनाने के लिए वो हम लोग को पास आते हैं.
जी हाँ.
हाँ, ये है. हम लोग का लीज का कुछ हमारे कंपनी में नहीं आता है. We have nothing. The leasing company is giving us lot of money. If you look at our consolidated results with the JV contribution, because we are consolidating the leasing company, हम लोग consolidate कर रहे हैं इसको फ्रेंच पार्टनर कर रहे हैं, लेकिन इससे कैश बहुत मिलता है हम लोग का.
नहीं, मेरा खाली इतना ही पॉइंट था सर. अपना EPS जो है 3 से 4 का EPS खाली इंटरेस्ट खा जाता है.
वो तो ठीक बात है, वो तो कंपनी में ठीक ही बात है. उसके लिए तो हम लोग कर रहे हैं उसको. डोंट यू थिंक द बेस्ट वे इज टू इम्प्रूव योर ऑपरेशन फर्स्ट?
ऑफ कोर्स वो तो है ही सर, वो तो है ही है.
ये हमारे काम है आपके लिए करना, तो हम लोग कर रहे हैं.
जी हाँ. ठीक है सर.
और देखिए और इम्प्रूवमेंट आएगा, देखिए ना.
हाँ सर, हाँ. या आपने जिस हिसाब से बताया है, प्रोबेबली इन नेक्स्ट 2 years इट विल बी समथिंग टोटली डिफरेंट.
आपका गुड विशेष रहेगा ना तब.
नहीं सर, पक्का. और टेक्समैको ग्रुप है सर, एडवेंट ग्रुप है, तो वो तो ऑटोमेटिकली मतलब इट्स गोइंग टू बी टू गुड.
थैंक यू. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
जी सर.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Vishal Thakkar from Balaji Investments. Please go ahead.
Sir, I missed one important part. Last few quarters back, you came out with this disclosure about some land bank you have, and you're going to convert into real estate development of Texmaco Rail. Can you enlighten me what is the status of that and what is the land bank we are looking at the value of the land?
एक्चुअली क्या है, हम लोग हमारे जो ऑपरेशंस है उसको हम लोग बहुत अच्छा से रिस्ट्रक्चर किया है. तो हम लोग को तो वैगन बिजनेस है, हम लोग हाइड्रोलिक, आपको क्या बोलता है, हाइड्रोलिक पावर स्टेशन भी करते हैं, उसका इक्विपमेंट हम लोग ब्रिज बनाते हैं. ये सब बिजनेस को हम लोग रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग किया है. ये सब रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग करके हम देखा है कि हम लोग को पास ये लैंड पार्सल है, वो कलकत्ता में पार्सल है. वहां हम लोग जो काम करते थे आपका वो नॉन वैगन बिजनेस का, उसको हम लोग दूसरा जगह में करने सकता है मर्ज करके. इसके लिए वो लैंड हमारा फ्री हो गया. तो लैंड फ्री हो गया, इसके लिए हम लोग सोचा है कि वो लैंड को हम लोग डेवलप करने सकता है. ये नहीं है कि हम लोग लैंड बिजनेस पे जा रहे हैं, टेक्समाको लैंड बिजनेस में नहीं जा रहे हैं, लेकिन वो लैंड खाली हो गया. उसके लिए हम लोग उसको मोनिटाइज करने का एक अच्छा पॉइंट मिला है. इनफैक्ट जस्ट नाउ वन ऑफ आवर इन्वेस्टर्स आस्क्ड मी अबाउट द फंड. दिस विल इम्प्रूव द फंड फ्लो अ लॉट अगेन. So
what is the land bank?
This land bank is near Calcutta.
No, what is the area? What is the total area? Like how many acres?
Oh, it is 12 acres of land.
And roughly, what is the value should be around?
We cannot say the value because एक हमको तो देखने पड़ेगा, and moreover it is very premature to talk about the value right now. But the land is about 12 acres.
Well, and when do you expect this to monetize this?
We start the work. It will take time. आपको तो मालूम है 12 एकड़ डेवलप करने का जो टाइम लगता है वही लगेगा.
So why don't we sell it right away and take the money and then cut off the debt instead of developing it?
We've looked at that, but we felt that developing is a better option than selling it because we get better value out of it, and we are not in dire need of cash at this point of time.
Okay.
Our debt equity तो ठीक ही है. आपको तो आप देखिए ना, रेशियो देखिए, one of the best in the industry.
That is definitely.
And we don't have any cash flow problem.
Okay. Not just to reduce the debt, just so that increase in EPS can be.
Yeah. It is possible. There are various ways you can reduce the debt, but we felt that we are not in a hurry to immediately sell it at a price whatever you get. We are not in a distressed sale situation.
Okay. Thank you.
You are most welcome.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Hari Kumar, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Thanks for the opportunity, sir. Am I audible?
Very much audible, sir.
Okay, sir. Two questions, sir. One is regarding this. We have huge capacities in wagons, and we have Jindal and that NAMAC JV is coming up. So, are we envisioning any global push into the wagons business, sir?
Yeah, Suritu.
So, there is the domestic market.
No, Texmaco already dealing in, we are the largest exporter of rolling stock from India. I'm happy to let you know that this year Government of India has given us award that in rolling stock and heavy engineering we are the number one in the country. So this speaks about what we do. तो हमारा मार्केट डोमेस्टिक है, डोमेस्टिक में गवर्नमेंट एंड प्राइवेट है, एंड आज तक वी हैव सर्व्ड अराउंड 17 countries in the world. So, and we are continuously focusing on the growth of that business.
Is there enough demand to absorb our capacity in the international market, sir? Is there a lack of orders from the domestic market?
Didn't understand your question.
Is there enough demand in the international market, sir, to absorb our capacity? We don't have any domestic orders.
I still did not get it, but whatever I have understood.
What is the question, sir?
Whatever I have understood, there are.
Is there enough international demand to absorb our capacity, sir?
Yeah. That's what I have understood. So international demands are there, and because world over there is a push to infrastructural development and to move to greener solution of transportation. So railway is one of the most greenest transportation and efficient transportation, which directly impacts the inflation and GDP growth. So which I think there is a greater consciousness all over the world that we have to invest money, and there is a lot of public investment, government investment towards that, which is helping the demand globally. For rolling stock, the question is that how capable you are, and Texmaco, as I said, that we have done almost in all continents, so we have the required certifications, capability, and technical acumen to meet that demand. And a significant portion, even if there is some country there is a low, we feel that we'll be able to make it up with good demand from the other part of the business, export market.
The second question is regarding this 2 into 25 kV transmission. Like, how is the government funding for that, sir? Because it's a new segment. And are we any monopoly situation or duopoly situation for, sir, in that?
It's not a monopoly situation. Government has come up. I mean, you see that the electrification in India for railway is almost over. So this initiate in terms of the electrification, but this is an upgrade which government is doing, and the financial plan and outlay has already been done. The tenders have started coming, and we have started winning. This is one of our, and this business is growing significantly. So far, the electrical infra business of Texmaco is concerned, we have almost 2 years order book, and the contributions are in higher teens. EBITDA. I mean, although there is not a monopoly, but we have a very, very good, agile, efficient system or capability within the company to serve this, and this business will grow significantly throughout the network of Indian Railway.
Thank you.
And here also, we are working, here in this sphere also, we are working for the export market, global market.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. In the interest of time, we will take this as the last question. And as there are no further questions from the participants, I now hand the conference over to management for closing comments. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. I would like to first express gratitude from all three of us, Mr. Rajgaria, Mr. Sudipto Mukherjee, our Managing Director, and me, for to all our investors for being with us. I know that you have interest to the company, and I know that you would like to know what's happening to the company and how we are taking it forward. So, only thing that I would like to conclude by saying that come what may, the market, good, bad, fluctuating, cyclical, we are here for you to circumvent that and to take the business through, irrespective of the external factors. And that's why in the companies we make our strategies, we make our tactical plans, and I hope that we will not fail you. We will continue to deliver good results to you so that you feel comfortable remaining invested with us. So with these few words, I would like to thank once again to all of you for your very patient hearing. Our investor relationships and our communication numbers are available with ICICI Security, ISEC. So through them, you are most welcome to address any questions, and we will be more than happy to answer to them. Thank you very much, all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. On behalf of ICICI Securities, that concludes this conference. Thank you all for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.
Thank you.